your words were that you think it would have got worse the more achievements you had.
Yeah.
What do you think would have happened, or what have you seen happen with other people?
I think it's that whole like, is it Icarus who flew too close to the sun? Like, is that the story that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it's because his dad used bad wax. That's all. The real
I
lesson there
think,
is use quality wax on your wings,
oh yes.
and then you'll be fine.
I think it's that story that I'm thinking of in the whole idea that like, or like the concept of having further to fall it's scarier.
Yeah, okay.
Um, and I think if you sort of utilize that mentality of like if you use that as your fuel to keep pushing, maybe if I keep achieving, people will love me. But if I don't keep pushing, then people are going to stop loving me, and people, I've got so much love to lose, or like I don't know, I've gotten used to this level of being seen that if I completely disappear, it would just break me, or I don't know. I
Possibly.
think you
Yeah.
see, I think you see a lot of really, really great athletes get to the point that they are winning these amazing championships and it's still not enough,
Yeah. Yep.
you know? Or they're like, I've won this championship, but don't worry, I'll be back better next year. It gets to the point where like you're so dependent on that you can't see that you've made it.
Yep. It's all those externals again.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Think about I'm not sure. Hopefully, it's changing. There was a time that the typical Monday morning powerlifting post. So I used to call it ELE. Uh, it's ELE day on a Monday after a powerlifting comp because everybody loves everybody and everybody's so thankful for everyone. And so you thank all your coaches, and your friends, and your family. And so everyone loves everyone for one day. And then we go back to being mean to each other on the internet on Tuesday. But people would write, I did this, 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 and this. But I didn't quite get the numbers I was looking for. And they
Yep,
write it up as a disappointment that somehow this thing that they trained for 12 weeks for, that they spent, you know, probably well over $1,000 in paying a coach to coach them for 3 months. And they spent $70 or more on an entry fee and food for the day. And they took all this time and effort and they can't see the value that they got from it. They can't
yep,
see themselves in there being successful, that this was fun, that
yep,
I went and did this thing yesterday and man, I laughed, I met new people, I hugged, I jumped up and down. It was a great day out. We said, we go, oh, the externals, these numbers, they weren't quite there. And I didn't get this record. I didn't get this. And it's all very negative.
yep,
Um, you know, and so I think that's the culture that we're working within. And I think that's the defensiveness about, I
yep,
don't want this to be a great achievement because I don't feel like I belong yet. And so if somebody tells me if this is a good enough achievement, then why don't I feel like I belong? So I go, well,
yep,
the belonging is a little bit away when I achieve more. And then it's
yep,
that weird addiction cycle, isn't it?
yep. The hamster on the wheel.
Mm,
I think that's a societal issue. Like, I don't think
it
it's
is.
just a sport issue. It's like our
Absolutely.
value has been underpinned by what our output is and what we can achieve. And so it's really understandable that a lot of the time we do base our value on what we're able to do for others. Um, yeah, so I can completely relate to that. Um, and you don't just see it at the top level where it does start to become a really big problem. You do see it permeates everywhere.
Yeah, I think it starts at the bottom, and the people that get to the top with that same attitude, um, they normally get there with a whole lot of and when I say the top, to the top of the podium or the top of the rankings, they don't ever seem that happy once they get there. And then, like you said, like staying there becomes the all consuming thing, because then
Yeah, that
where's my
becomes the
value if I'm not
baseline. Yeah.
number one?
Yeah, now you're just coasting on the baseline. Like you're not at the top of a tower anymore. You've been relegated to the bottom of another tower that's on the next mountain.
Yeah, it's quite tiring, that mindset, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.